Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to
Morning.
morning. Welcome to our first Cytron's webinar series. Um, I'm Adrian, and over here we have Suad. We
Hi.
are from Cytron Technologies, and today we will talk to you. We will share with you on how to start basic 3D modeling with Fusion 360. So hang in there as we'll go through this session. All right, this session will only last for an hour, and it will be our first session. We will continuously provide different lessons every week for an hour on different topics. Okay, so let's get started. Of course, if you join in later, I will also do some recap so that you will be able to catch up with our session. So today we are going to, okay, before that, let me put, okay. Okay, hi Shaman, good morning. You look very energized too. Okay, before we start our session, let's go through our webinar agenda today. So again, this webinar and together with all our future webinars will only be 1 hour duration. Means we will compactly squeeze everything that we want to share with you in a single hour. And of course, we wouldn't want to take too much of your time, and we want to make this as the content as valuable to you as possible in a short amount of time. All right, hi guys, hi, thanks for joining. Okay, just in time, so let me go through our webinar agenda for today. First, I'll be introducing to you our presenter. There's me, and also there's Suad. I will talk more about what's our background. And of course, right now I'll be sharing with you the agenda. Later on, I will start with explaining to you what is 3D modeling. I'll begin by telling you, by sharing with you what is 3D modeling. And if you notice, we don't really talk much about 3D printing today because the focus entirely is on 3D modeling and which software is suitable for you to begin on your 3D modeling journey. Okay, hi, thanks for joining. Good morning, everyone. At 11:10, we will do a demonstration on where you should get Fusion 360. That's right, because today we will be using the software, the 3D modeling software known as Fusion 360 by Autodesk. And after that, we will design an object. Today we have selected Pelita Raya, or known as an oil lamp. Okay, in conjunction with our Raya team, we will be designing this Pelita Raya using Fusion 360 in less than 30 minutes. Right? We will try our best to make it as interesting to you as possible and as educational to you as possible. So stay tuned. And after we finish designing the object, of course, we won't print it out today, but we will show you a printed Pelita Raya and how are we going to assemble some electronics part into the Pelita Raya to simulate a candlelight blinking LED. So now you don't need to use a real oil lamp with oil and fire. Instead, you will be able to program your LED to blink like a candlelight. Okay, we will spend 10 minutes there, and last but not least, I will be closing our webinar by 11:55. So feel free to drop your comments and your questions in our comment section on your right side. And if you are watching from YouTube at the bottom, if you're watching from Facebook at the bottom, just leave your comment and your questions throughout the session. As we have only 1 hour for this session, we won't be able to have a Q&A panel, but your questions that you drop in, we will try our best to answer you as quickly as possible once we get your questions. So again, thanks for joining. I hope this will be interesting for you guys, and I hope you learned something today. Okay. And of course, we have discounts. I will be sharing with you some of the discounts that Cytron is having right now at the end of this session. So let me introduce our presenter. My name is Adrian. I'm the program manager from Cytron Technologies. My hobby is DIY. I like to create a lot of things related to woodwork, related to electronics, including 3D printing. So there's no limitation to what I like to create. I like to explore different tech education technologies. That's why I'm also an ed tech advocate. I like to share with people around me and students around me on what are the what's the best tools for them to practice their knowledge and to practice in digital making. Over here we have Suad. She's also our technical marketing engineer in Cytron Technologies. Her hobby is digital making and 3D printing. Today she will be sharing with you on her 3D modeling skills in Fusion 360, and that's also part of her digital making skills. And our hobby are almost similar because Cytrons are full with people that share similar hobby. We all have like-minded hobbies. We like to digital make and we like to 3D print and we like to build stuff. So if you are here to explore what is 3D modeling and what is 3D printing, I hope you stay longer in this session, and I hope that one day you will also be one of the 3D printing community and also a DIY enthusiast. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna introduce you what is 3D modeling. I will pull Suad in a moment, but let's begin by introducing to you what is 3D modeling. So do you know what is 3D modeling? Any idea what is 3D modeling? Okay, feel free to drop your comment. Let's do a mini exercise right now. Okay, by you commenting in our comment section. One thing that I noticed about Malaysians is that we are quite shy. We are very, very shy in expressing our opinions, especially when you teach in the classroom and then you ask a student question like, what is 3D modeling? The whole classroom will be very quiet. No one is gonna tell you anything. Everyone is afraid to try. Everyone is afraid to give a wrong answer. So what I'm trying to do here is try to comment, share what you think is 3D modeling. Give it a try. Give it a try. There's no wrong answers because I'm going to review the answers anyway. So feel free to drop your comments here. Anyone? And of course, I will shout out your tries as well so that everyone can see, or what do you think is 3D modeling? Okay, if there's no takers, then let's proceed with me explaining to you what is 3D modeling. So like I said, I encourage you to comment even if it's wrong. If you get it right, even better, you remember your answers, you remember the correct answers, and you're also reinforced by me sharing with my answers with you. So you get to learn two ways. You share and you receive from the knowledge from me as well. So very straightforward. If you Google 3D modeling on Google search bar, this is what you will get from Wikipedia, okay, on the right side of your Google search. 3D modeling, very straightforward. It's a computer graphics. 3D modeling is a process of developing mathematical coordinate based on representation of any surface of an object. In short, you use 3D modeling software to create 3D objects in a simulated world, in a virtual world, in a virtual area. Back then, when computers are not that popular, or our devices, our computers are not that powerful enough to perform real 3D modeling, designers normally take their job to papers, right? We draw 3D modeling on papers. We draw three axes and then we start sketching out our 3D model. Okay, 3D modeling doesn't mean that it doesn't exist when computer doesn't exist. It exists long way before computer even exists. It has been around. It's just that today 3D modeling it's all done on computer, on our graphic softwares or 3D softwares, because you'll be able to draw more, and you don't have to use paper and pen or pencil and paper to sketch out manually. That's why we have computer tools, graphic tools. Okay, so if your age is around 30 and above, you will probably notice that back then, all your 3D modeling, even sketching out a house or even sketching an object, you use a very big piece of paper. Actually, personally, I took Reka Cipta during high school, so I do a lot of drawings with my hands and draw 3D modeling in schools when I was in high school. And how I relate that experience with the current 3D modeling software is everything is the same. The 3-axis is the same. The object is still 3D. It's just that you have tools to help you create this object easier. Hi, good morning. Thanks for joining. Suad will be in here after this slide. Okay. So yes. All right. So 3D modeling is how they manage and take shapes of computers. Right. It's very direct. You draw using your computer software. So here are a few key points. First is, number one, it creates 3-dimensional object. Number two, created with 3D design software. And number three, these are the industries that requires 3D modeling. If you think about it, it actually covers almost every single industry around us. Number one, film or animation or gaming. When you watch Avengers or when you watch a movie, most of the movies these days have 3D animation or film graphic design with 3D modeling objects at the background, and you don't even notice because it's so real. And especially in gaming industry, it's booming right now, and it's booming for the past 10 years continuously. 3D modeling have improved vastly, that when you look at the game, you actually see it's like a real object, right? It's very close to real object. And then of course we have interior design, architecture, engineering, and medical industry. Today we are going to share with you on engineering perspective, right? In engineering industries, we will be drawing a Polita oil lamp, and this is actually mechanical engineering. So here are a few softwares that we recommend. If you are a beginner, if you have no experience in 3D modeling, we suggest you try Tinkercad, because it's very easy to catch up. It's suitable for primary school students from age 7 and above. It's a very good place for you to start 3D modeling, get the three-axis concept in your head. Right? And after you are familiar with Tinkercad, you can try Fusion 360, which is what we are going to share with you today. Fusion 360 is a beginner to intermediate level tool. You can do a lot of things with Fusion 360, but today we are going to show you part of it and how we can design a simple object. Okay, and of course there are more advanced tools like Blender, SolidWorks, and 3D Max. And these are the more advanced tools used by engineers in the industries. Okay, before I invite Suad in, let's take a look at the comment section. Right. So, okay, hi guys, thanks for joining. I see a lot of you. Okay, I see a lot of people are coming in right now, and we haven't started the 3D modeling process yet, but thanks for joining. I see some of you are here to learn Fusion 360. I am glad that we are able to provide this topic to you today. And yes, let's all begin. Let's all welcome Suad. She'll be, okay, Suad is here. She'll be, yeah. Okay, Suad is here, and I know you guys are waiting for Suad. Where's Suad? Where's Suad? Okay, she's finally here, and she will be running the demonstration for today. She will show you where you can download Autodesk Fusion 360, how you can draw the 3D model, and also how you can assemble the electronics with your 3D model, your Pelita Raya. Okay, I hope the session is not too fast for you. If it's too fast for you, don't worry. After this session, you can still rewatch this video. It will be at where you are watching the video from. It will be on Facebook and it will be on YouTube. The link will be still the same. So, okay, welcome, Suad, and I will now pass the table to you. I'll now pass the floor to you. So, right. Thank you, Suad.
Okay, hi, good morning everyone. Okay, Adrian, can you share my screen? Okay, before we start, I would like to let you guys know that I'm also I'm also a beginner using this Fusion 360. Before this, during my studies, I take mechatronic engineering and I learn on 3D modeling, but I use different software which is Alibre. I'm not sure whether you guys know about it or not, but then now I'm trying to learn to use Fusion 360 and I think it's quite good compared to Tinkercad because we can do a lot of things compared to Tinkercad when you are using Fusion 360. Okay, so you can try to download the free trial here by go to this link, okay, and then you can click to download free trial. I also use this free trial, and then you need to fill in everything here, and then you can start to begin trial lah. Okay, uh, and for me, I choose personal. Let me share with you. I already installed Autodesk Fusion 360. Okay, mine is personal and not for commercial use. If you are a student, you can also download the trial software, but then you need to submit a proof saying that you are a student. Okay, so without further delay, okay, let's design the pelita. Okay, let me show you the pelita. Okay, this is the pelita that I have designed using Fusion 360. Okay, show you how. Okay, like this. This is the pelita that I have designed and print using 3D printer. Okay, it has three parts. Okay, then this will be the first part. Okay, then this will be the second part, and then this will be the third part, the top one. Okay, so after that, when we assemble it, it will be look like this. Okay, okay, so let's get started. So here, this is the thing that you will see when you open your Autodesk Fusion 360. Okay, and then we will start with create a sketch. Okay, okay, and then select a plane. Okay, we have three axes here, X, Y, and Z. Okay, and then I will choose this plane. Okay, okay, just click on it. Okay, now everything here change. Okay, since the pelita is a circle, okay, so we need to create a circle. Okay, so I will put the diameter to 70 millimeter, and I already put my profile in millimeter, not in centimeter or inch, but then you can always change it, okay, to your preference. Okay, and then this one, okay, we already create the circle, then click this to finish sketch, and then click on this, and we will extrude. Okay, now I will extrude this to 46 millimeter, and then just press enter. So now we already have a solid circle. See, you can always do like this. Okay, just click here, or you can click to see the part. Okay, and then you can click home. Okay, so this one is a solid circle. Okay, now I want to since I want to make it I want to make the shape. Okay, since we designing the base, okay, now I want to have like this. You guys can see, right? It's like have a mouth here. Okay, like this. Okay, so we need to, what we need to do is here again we need to sketch, but now I will choose the z axis. Why I'm not sure, but then this, okay, it show it is look like this, and then now I will draw a square. Okay, here I will make it to 3 mm, and then for the height I will choose 40, but that's now 46, so this one 43. Okay, and then just press enter. So here we have another sketch here, and then click finish sketch. Okay, so what I will do is I will revolve this. Okay, so this, just select the axis, but now we can't click on the axis, so click here. Okay, and then now show back to this, and then select this sketch. Okay, can you see? Now we can revolve this, and then it will cut. Okay, the operation you have to choose cut. Okay, and then the angle must be 360 degrees. Okay, and then just click OK. So now we have the shape turns into this. See? Okay. Now I don't like this kind of edge. Okay, so I will fillet it. Okay, here, and then can you guys see the difference when we do this? Okay, so you guys can choose, okay, how much you want for this fillet. Okay, I just choose 2.5. Okay, I don't want too much because it is very difficult. You need to also think whether this is possible to print or not, since I don't want to use support for printing this base, so I just put 2.5. Okay, and then just click enter. Okay, now for this one also I want it to be nice, so I will also chamfer this. Okay, here. Okay, you guys can see the difference when I move this. So let's make it to 10 millimeter. Enter. Okay, now this is the front view. Okay, so this is the top view. So now we are going to make a hole here. Okay, so go again, click sketch, and then click here. Okay, you guys can do holes like this. Okay, right now I want the hole to be 40, 60, 60, 60. Let's say put it as 60. Okay, now I just need to finish sketch, and then here, let me show. Okay, if you extrude, it will be like this. If you extrude it in a positive number, okay, but then if you go in negative, then it will be a hole like this. Okay, then make sure the operation is cut, or if the positive one, it will be joined. Okay, so click OK. Actually, you can also use this hole. Okay, let me choose it. Undo. Let me undo the sketch. Okay, and then go again to the top view, and then hole here. Okay, then here you can choose what is the hole type. Okay, and then the hole type, and then the drill point. I don't want it to be like this, so I will choose this one. Okay, and then this one will be 60. millimeter, and the depth will be 40, 40, 42. Oops, sorry, 42. Okay, so wait. Oh no, I made a mistake. Not fit. Here is 60. This one is 42. Okay. Uh, you can choose which one you prefer. Okay, to make the hole. Alright. So now it looks like this. Okay, looks nice. But then I also don't want this kind of edge, so I will fillet it again. Okay. Okay, now finish on our base. See, it's quite easy actually. Okay, now we can save this. Okay, I will put it as per liter base and then save. Okay, I already saved this. Okay, is there any question? So no, no question.
So
Right.
Suad, I have a question.
Yeah, what is
A
it?
simple
Don't
one.
ask very difficult. Ah.
No, no, not very difficult. So there are three parts, right? There
Mm-hmm.
are three parts for your pelita. So you have your base, you have your cover, and then you
And the
have
top.
the top lid for the light for the
Mm-hmm.
LED.
Yeah.
So why do I need such a huge base for the pelita Raya? Can it be like very small? Are
Yes, you
there?
can do a very small base, okay, but then you can't insert all the components.
Oh,
That's why I made a bigger one.
okay, okay.
Uh,
So later on we will include the components in the
yeah.
base. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but okay, now I have another separate question. Okay, because when you first said, oh, you want to design Pelita Raya, then I'm like, how to design Pelita Raya? Like, I can't really visualize what kind of Pelita Raya are you talking about? Because when I go to the shopping mall, I see like there are so many Pelita Raya, like the Panjang one Pelita Raya. How
Mm-hmm,
many
mm-hmm.
are there actually? How many Pelita Raya are there actually? Like, is it
Uh,
like different shapes? That
Let me share with you. Pelita.
okay, guys. So my question is more like when we talk about
Okay.
Pelita Raya, like
This one is what
yeah,
you said, right?
yeah,
Um,
yes.
this one is also called Pelita, but I'm not sure in other place. But if in Perak, okay, I don't know. Okay, okay, let's say
Okay,
not say in
okay,
Perak lah.
okay, okay.
I'm scared now. Okay, but then this one we call it as panjut, panjut, panjut.
100.
Because
Okay,
this one is a bit longer compared to this one. This one is per liter. Okay, and then I design it based on where the image. Try to remember where I find the design that I decide to draw last time. Mm, where that per liter? I couldn't find it anymore. Okay, that's per
I
liter.
think on the right side there are a few, right? The small one, Pelita.
Huh, this one.
Oh,
Uh, this
okay,
is what I tried to design. Okay, before I design, I already sketch on a paper 2D on the dimension. What is the dimension that I want for this one? Because I need to insert all the component inside it, so I have to have the correct dimension so that I can insert all the components inside the pelita.
okay. All right.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing. So I guess this is how you get inspiration lah. Before you
Mm-hmm.
design an object,
Yes.
you don't just sit there and like, oh, what I want to
Mm.
draw, how I want to draw a pelita. Then you start thinking, oh, I went to shopping mall and then you start thinking how a pelita looks like. But what Suad is sharing is we can actually Google image, look for the image that we think is the best for us to start 3D modeling design. Then we just pick that photo and then we just start sketch on a piece of paper. Is it?
Yeah.
Sketch on a piece of paper.
I
Yeah.
sketch.
So I guess right from our comment, you see Jeff Matthewson, he said, "Oh, now I finally see what you are trying to build."
Let me share with you what I already designed. Okay, this is what I write. Okay, the dimension, everything, whole.
Mm,
Okay, you guys can see, right?
yes.
This is the one that I sketch first before I sketch it on Fusion 360.
Mm,
Okay, so
okay.
now, is there any
So
other question? If not, I will just proceed. Okay, no, Adrian?
we have like
Right.
well, you can find an Indian oil lamp. It actually looks a bit like Indian oil lamp also, right? I think it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the design is almost the same. Okay. Thank you, Suat, for sharing. So I guess we can proceed to part number two. We have three parts. We
Mm-hmm.
have three parts for this pelita. So do you want to play some music as we go
Oh
along?
yeah, of course. Let's get
we
into
just
the mood.
get into the mood.
Can you guys hear?
Yes, good. Okay,
Okay.
now we'll leave it to you to design on the second part. Oh, we have one more question. Okay, let's answer this question before we proceed to the
Okay.
second part.
In case I want to change the diameter, diameter of pelita, how? You mean from the sketch? From the sketch, um, if you want to change from using 3D printer, you can adjust the size on the Cura itself. If you don't want to change it from this Fusion 360, but then let me see. I'm also not sure whether we
I
can
yeah,
do
I
that or not.
think yeah, I
We need
think
to modify this.
you have to remove all the fillet, remove all the corners,
Hmm.
then only you
Yes,
can change the diameter.
right. I also think like that too. Let's see if, yeah, I think I need to, it's like I need to redesign it again, right? I'm not sure if, wait, let's see. This one is just to move. Okay, if see the sketch, this just for the sketch. This one. Okay, let's see if we can edit this. No, there is
Okay,
no such
I think
thing.
it's okay. So there are two ways like actually first you need to decide your diameter first before you
Mm-hmm.
even start designing.
Yeah.
And then once you design your object and you export it to a file, the only thing you can do is you can scale the entire object. You can create bigger scale, smaller scale. But bear in mind if you increase the scale, the wall thickness also increase.
Yes.
So you need to think about that lah. But of course, sketch first, design later. Don't design first and then oh no, I want to change that later. Right? Yeah. So there are a few steps you need to be careful of. Thank you, Idris, for the question. All right, thank you, Idris, for the question. So if you guys have more questions, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. Right now, we will proceed to the second part for
Yeah.
the 3D modeling. Okay, thank you, Suad. The floor is yours.
Okay. So now we will design this part. Let me share again. This part. Okay. This one is easy. Okay. Let me share with you. Okay. So now this one I set it to 64. So let's do it again. So it is a circle. So 64 millimeter, and then finish sketch. Okay, just extrude. Okay, this one I will just make it to 10 millimeter. Okay, and then since I want it to like a dome shape, okay, but if I create a dome, it will be like a ball, half of ball. I don't want that shape, so this is why I choose this way. Okay, and then I just delay here. This, you guys can see here, right? How much you want? Okay, here. Okay, now let's see 25 millimeter first. Okay, and then okay, I want this hole here to be 24 in diameter. So this one is correct because radius is 12 millimeter, and you can always measure it using this. Okay, and you will see here. Here will be 64. Okay, the one that we sketched just now. Okay, and this one will be 10. This is selection 12, sorry, 12 radius and then 24 millimeter. Okay, and then the height is 10 millimeter since I extrude this circle just now to 10 millimeter. Okay, and then close. Okay, so now I will make a hole here. This one just to 24. Sorry, this one is 10. This one is 24. Okay, and then we make here. Okay, so it will be, you can see, and then if everything is okay, just click OK. So now we already have a hole for this middle part. Okay, but then I don't like this type of shape, so I will chamfer again. A chamfer fillet, sorry, here like this. Okay, 15. Okay, now this looks good, and we already finished for the second part. Okay, but then this one, okay, when you want to print using a 3D printer, you need to have a support to print. If not, it will hanging and the shape will be not very good. Okay, so this finish for the second part. Okay, let me save it. Save. Okay, now we already save this one with the middle, and then next we will design the top part. Okay, this part, this one. Okay, as you can see, so we have a hole here, and then the shape is just like this. Okay, this one is very easy too. Okay, so as usual, we need to sketch. Okay, this one will be, since the hole is 24 millimeter, so I will put this as 24 too. Okay, and then I will finish sketch and extrude. I will extrude this to 10 millimeter. Okay, and then I will fillet it. Okay, you can see. Okay, you can see, right? Okay, and then on top of it, we will also design. Sorry, just this. Okay. For the hole, so I will put this one to 7 millimeter. The LED size is 5 millimeter. Okay, so I will put here 7 first, and then finish sketch. Okay, and then this one need to extrude. Okay, let's see. This one I just put to 5 millimeter. Okay, then click enter, and again we will make a hole here, and then this one will be 6 millimeter, and then the depth is 10 millimeter. It should be 15. If 10 will be just until this part. So put here 15, and then click OK. So now, okay, get the hole there. Oh no, this one saying it. Okay, let's do again. Okay. Alright. Okay, now it's look good. Okay, so let's see. Okay, then this part also fillet here, 2.5, and then click enter. And this one also fillet a bit. Okay, so now we have done all the 3 parts, okay, for per liter. And then this one will be per liter top. Save. Okay, now we already have all the 3 parts for the per liter. Okay, and then we need to export all these 3 designs to the STL file. Okay, if you want your 3D printer to read the 3D modeling that you have designed, you need to have the file in G-code file. But before we convert it into a G-code file, okay, we need to have an STL file, okay, that we need to slice in Cura. Then Cura will convert the file into the G-code file that will be understood by your 3D printer. Okay, so here we will export this file to STL. Okay, and then you can export it. To export this file, it will take sometimes around 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, this one also export to STL, and then for this top one, okay, make sure to export it first to STL. Okay, and then I don't think that we can wait for this one, okay, because it's very long, actually 10 minutes, around 10 to 15 minutes. So I already have the file in STL file that I designed before. Okay, so we need to open this Cura, a slicer. Okay, and then I will just drag all the file here. See, this is the one that we designed. Okay. Why cannot wait now? Okay, we don't want it to print like this, so we need to rotate it. Okay, and then where is the top? Here. Okay, this one, wait, need to move it. Okay, now this is the top part. Just need to rotate it. Okay. And
okay.
Wait. Okay, so last part, the middle part. Okay, this one. Okay. And then move it here. Let's see.
Nice. Okay. Oh, very nice. Okay, let me add on a bit on this. So just now Suad designed 3 parts for the Pelita, and after that she saved the file and she exported to STL. Okay, if you're wondering, why do I need to export STL file and not just a normal 3D file? Right, that's because if you want to 3D print this object, you will need to print this STL to this software, which is known as Cura, Ultimaker Cura. Um, you don't need to worry about Ultimaker Cura. We will talk more about what is Ultimaker Cura. It's a slicer software for 3D printers. But we will talk more about this next week in our next session. But right now, what Suad is trying to demonstrate is you can actually convert your file to Cura. Okay, and later on we will 3D print the object using a 3D printer. Okay, so but right now, once you see the object in Cura, that is what the printer will be able to print out. It means that it approved this is a 3D object and I can print it. You just need to slice it later.
Okay, let's try to slice it. It took around 6 hours to print.
Right.
6 hours.
So slicing means you, okay, let's say I have a 3D object here. Slicing means you slice the object layer by layer so that the printer understands where to go to print this object. This. But again, we haven't talked about 3D printer yet. You might not be able to imagine what is a 3D printer. You may not be able to imagine what is a slicing feature yet. So join our session next week. Okay. Thank you, Suad. Let me elaborate more since we have extra 3 minutes. Let me elaborate more on 3D modeling. You can imagine 3D modeling is like a piece of rock. Okay, a piece of rock where you carve out until you get your object. So same like what Suad did is she first create an object and then you slice the part, you slice the side, you make a lubang, you make a hole, you slowly carve until you get the object that you want. Correct? Is that how it works? Is that how it works? So you create an object, you slice, and then you make holes until you become the object that you want. Right? Basically, 3D modeling is something like this, right? Yeah. So you don't have to think it as very complicated. You don't have to think it as, oh, I have to draw something out of nothing, because you're actually creating something out of something already, a piece of block, and then you slowly slice it. Yeah, this is a polar bear. Okay, so this is just an example of a 3D printed part. Okay, now I would like to pass back to Suad. She will show you how you can assemble Maker Nano with the Pelita. This is a very quick assembling process. All right, we are not going to show you how to program your Maker Nano because we have a video for that, so that you can go and watch it if you really want to build your own, or you want to program your LED to blink like a candlelight. You can go and check out that video later. But right now, I'm going to pass back to Suad. She will share with you how to assemble the electronics part in the Pelita. Suad?
Okay. So before I share with you guys how I insert all these components here into this base, okay, let me share with you another things that I think you guys should also know. Okay, before I get this design, okay, I don't say this one is perfect, but this one is better compared to this one. You see, this is my first design. This is a small base. Okay, at first I thought I made a wrong calculation for the dimension and everything. So this is the first design. It's very ugly, I can say that. Okay, this is not very nice. Okay, even the top one is like this. Okay, it look like this. When I asked my team what they think about this design, they thought this is a cupcake. Okay, Okay, this is not look like a pelita at all. So then I come up with this new design. Okay, so it doesn't mean that when you are doing it at first try it will be the perfect one. Okay, you just need to keep trying. Okay, so this is the second one, the second design. Okay, so now let's try to insert all the component inside these things. Okay, so without the delay, so I will put here the LED. Okay, LED on top of this top side. Okay, and then I'm using this terminal, quick wiring terminal. Okay, wait, this one already have a resistor for the anode, the long leg of the LED. So wait, let me. So this one here. Oh. Okay, just press this and insert. Okay. Okay, just make sure it fits there. Okay. Okay, like this. Okay, and then we have maker nano here. Okay, so this one we'll connect it to this. This is pin digital pin 10. This connected to digital pin 10, and then this one will be the ground. Okay, check. Okay, so this one settle, but then wait, okay, so now we will insert the battery. Okay, then we have this one we will connect it to maker nano. Okay, for the power supply. Okay, to power on the maker nano. Okay, now battery inside this box. Okay, and then this one, where is the pin? This is ground, be in, ground and be in. See, now it's already light up. Okay, oh sorry. Okay, so wait. This one. Wait, oh sorry, I need to remove this wire first. Okay, now then you just arrange it so that it can go inside properly. Still stuck. Okay.
Okay.
You see?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, that took around 5 minutes. Right, it's very straightforward. You just need to put everything together. I can tell you that primary students also can do it. It's just assembling, correct? So it's not very complicated. But of course, if you want to learn how to program this LED to blink, you see the way it blinks, like it's like candlelight. You can check out the video, our latest video on how you can program Pelita Candlelight. I will share you the link of the video later. So thank you, Suad, for sharing how to design this Pelita object until how to assemble it with Maker Nano and the LEDs. Okay, I like the way you presented the steps that you take from there's a climbing right from base to top to the LED cover, and then now you talk about slicer, and then in the end you show us how to assemble the electronics part. Okay, it's like a whole package thing, but in between there are a lot of things that you can explore, and I'm going to show you where you can find the videos and everything. So thank you, Suad, for the demonstration today. Um, okay, I am going to proceed with our next 5 minutes on what you can do and what you can learn after this session. Okay, so thank you, Suad. I am going to proceed with our presentation. Okay, all right. So again, thank you, Suad, for sharing on how to use Fusion 360. If you just join our session right now, um, don't worry, you can always watch this live again at the place that you are right now in Facebook or in YouTube. So don't worry about it. We will also share with you on the links. Okay, I believe most of you are here wondering, are there any promotions after this webinar? Because normally Cytron, we run our webinars, of course we have something to promote, right? Yes, I will share with you what our current promotions are, and at the end of these sessions. But right now, let's do a closing review, a closing summary on what you learned today. Today, first, you learn what is 3D modeling. Okay, remember what is 3D modeling. When a student asks you, hey, sir, or abang, what is 3D modeling? Is it Lego? Is it Play-Doh? You take the Play-Doh or you take the clay and then you do 3D model. Yes and no, and then you explain to them what is the real 3D modeling today. And let me repeat, 3D modeling is a process to create three-dimensional object, and you will need 3D software tools for you to create this three-dimensional object digitally. Okay, very two simple steps. And next, we show you how to get Fusion 360, where to download this software. And after that, Suad share with you on how she designed an oil lamp Pelita using Fusion 360 with 3 different parts. And of course, she also showed us how you can connect your circuit together with your Pelita, right? How to connect Maker Nano together. And last but not least, she also shared with you how to light up your Pelita Raya with an LED with Maker Nano. So here's the YouTube link on our latest video, how you can program an LED to blink like a candlelight. Okay, the way we do this is because you don't really need to use oil lamp anymore. It's safer by using LEDs. You can program a lot of LEDs and then with a candlelight effect. And let's not limit ourselves to the creativity here. We can also design our own Pelita. We can design the way we want to show our LED to make it more realistic to a real candlelight. Okay, that's what this session is all about. We want you to explore after this session. Here are 2 QR codes. If you have your phone next to you, you want to go to the link immediately, by all means, scan this QR code and you will be able to get to Fusion 360 software or to watch the video directly on YouTube. Again, this video will be here after the session ends, and you can always come back and watch the video again, or you can even show it to your students later on. Next, let me talk a bit on our next session. So again, this is our first Cytron's webinar series session. We will be having this kind of session every single week on Saturday morning, 11 to 12. In these 3 weeks, we will talk about 3D printing. We will focus fully on 3D printing. What is a 3D printer? How do you do 3D modeling? And then on the 3rd week from today, 2 weeks later from today, we will share with you how to design a lithophane table lamp. Okay, if you are a beginner, or if you are a teacher or an educator or a parent, and you're thinking, should I get a 3D printer for my kid? Or should I get a 3D printer for myself? You don't have an answer and you're looking for an answer. We recommend you to join our session next week, same time, Saturday, 11 to 12 p.m. Just scan the Google Calendar, save it in the Google Calendar. The link is in there for you to join us next week. You will get a reminder once you scan and add it into your Google Calendar. Okay, but if you already have a 3D printer, or if you're curious, if I have a 3D printer, what can I do? Here's one example. We will design a lithophane table lamp. A lithophane is an image. You have a picture and you want to print it out and you can still see the image. Okay, this is a lithophane over here. Is what's shown in the picture, but this is entirely white. I didn't put LED, I didn't put light over here. Okay, it looks like this, hollow. Okay, it's hollow, but there are graphics over here. So I will demonstrate to you how you can generate this file for your 3D printer. Okay, so again, don't forget to add into your calendar, join us in our next session, and I will see you there. Hey, last but not least, I know you're still waiting. Promotion, where's the promotion? I'm still waiting for the promotion, right? So over here, again, we are starting a 3D community group in Telegram. Join us in our Telegram group. Scan on the right QR code on the right side here. Just scan and join us, and you will be able to share with you. In this Telegram group, we will talk about 3D printing. We will talk about any topics that is related to the 3D printer or 3D printing and 3D modeling, anything related to 3D in general. Okay, and on the left side, we want your feedback. So scan and drop us a small little feedback because we want to keep on improving our sessions. If you have an idea of what you want to hear from us in the future webinars, let us know. Okay, just write what do you want to learn from us, and we will try to arrange those sessions for you in the future. So again, thank you for joining today. And lastly, promotion. So Cytron, currently we have a promotion. We are currently selling the cheapest Ender 3 out there, our 3D printer right now. If you have your biggest question is which 3D printer should I get, or which is the most affordable 3D printer out there, I can confidently tell you that Ender 3 out there is right now the cheapest 3D printer with a very great brand, Creality. It's a very highly supported 3D printer, community supported 3D printer, and it's 100% open source. So if you want to learn about 3D printing and you are planning on getting a 3D printer, check out our website, cytron.io. If you do the survey, you will get a website over there. At the end of the submission, you will also see there's a link for you to go to Cytron website. Over there, check out Ender 3 printer. Right now, it's only 649 ringgit while stock lasts. So I hope you find this webinar valuable. I hope you find the content here valuable. And again, I hope to see you next week. So again, join us on our Telegram. Ask us anything in the Telegram. Thank you for today's session, and I hope to see you again next week. So, Suad, anything you want to share to the audience?
For me, if you want to start doing the 3D modeling, okay, just go and do it. Okay, don't afraid of doing a mistake. Okay, you can always Google it. Okay, actually, the one that I demonstrate to you today, it took me more than hours to design it at first. Okay, after that, it just took me around 15 minutes to design because I already know where to click, what I should do. Okay, and then I just refer to YouTube video on how to do it. Okay, so actually you can always do it, so don't be afraid and try it. Okay.
Okay, so thank you for joining us today. We will see you next week. Right.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Thank you.
Thank you.